happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. I'm as handsome as ever. You know, it's my birthday today, so it's birthday season in sangria cups. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all know about that little sangria, little lemonade, whatever. 42, mind you, looking good. Representing Maywood today. Fred Hampton in the background, and we're gonna have this conversation. Can YouTube be my ticket out of poverty? If you look online, it could be. What up with it, Grinch? It's like, okay, now my camera's unplugged, whatever, you know, whatever. But these shenanigans are back to happen. I have no idea what's going on, but whatever. So now we got to go to the topic at hand, which is basically, yeah, just depends on who you are. You know, if you're that dude, yeah, YouTube could get you out of poverty. You could make uh, thousands of dollars a month. You can make tens of thousands of dollars a month. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. You know what I'm saying? If you're that guy or that girl, if you're quote unquote in the algorithm, right? You know. Oh, more importantly, let me fix this joint, man. I'm just chilling in a dang on. There we go. Uh, but if you get in the algorithm, so what's the issue about getting in the algorithm? What's up, Professor X? Brother X, I'm tripping to say Professor X. What's up? Here's the thing. If you're black, you're going to have a harder time getting into the algorithm. That's just what it is. So can it be your ticket out of poverty? Yeah. If you can figure out a way to get an audience and get an audience to keep coming back. So for all you cats out here, you know, who might come across this video, I'm a relatively small channel compared to bigger people, been around here a while. So if I give you some advice on what to do and you say, well, why didn't you do it? I don't like doing this stuff. That's why I do this as a hobby. But can I tell you what works? Absolutely. So, rule number one, follow the algorithm. So, make reaction videos. That's what YouTube wants you to do. Make reaction videos on other people's content. You know, so if you make reaction videos to other people's content, you know, and, you know, then you drive traffic to your channel because you're basically taking that traffic from their channel into yours. I never liked this doggone song. Um, I really, this is really getting aggravating. Really getting aggravating now. Tell me if you can hear me. Some bullshit. I ain't gonna play this game. All right. Yeah, this is playing games with me. Sorry about that. You know, I have no idea what the heck's going on with that. So whatever. My apology. What's up, MOT? Now let's get to it. Make reaction videos. If you want to make reaction videos, that's gonna get you what you need. That'll give you the beginning platform to go where you need to go and do what you need to do. Damien, thanks, fam. You know, it is StreamYard. So let's get to it. So when you do these reaction videos, it's all good. It's not a big deal. It's not a big problem. Channels grow. There are guys who are in the manosphere space who've grown, from doing reaction videos. So you can do reaction videos too. Will that help your channel grow and get you more views and get you more notoriety and make you more money? Absolutely. Thanks for the happy birthday message, fam. So, can YouTube help get you out of poverty like that? Yes. I decided, after the live I did the other day, uh, since it's about, self improvement, um, and people act like, when it's time for self improvement, people dip out. And then but when I say it's about money, they go, no, it's not. Yes, it is. So, reaction videos number one. Here's another way to grow your channel, fellas. Can YouTube get you out of poverty? It could be your ticket out of poverty. You're going to have to bring women around. You're going to have to interact with women, whether you're going live, whether you're doing calls or whatever. Men and women going to have to be in the space. You know why? Because though the men say they don't want women in the space, they pay more when women are in the space. And the women pay the men for giving them the advice that the women don't give them. So if it's about, since we're talking about what it really is, I'm going to tell you what it really is. See, you guys, you pay women, for telling you about manosphere topics faster than you pay men. So if you're a content creator, you might as well bring women involved, because then women do something that the men don't do. They like, they share, and subscribe. They pass the word of mouth. They don't keep it a secret. So guess what? You want to make more money in this space? You're going to have to get more areolas in this space. More weaves in this space. I know somebody not going to like that, but let's just be real with it. So let's take this a step further. Can YouTube be your ticket out of poverty? Absolutely can. If you have products, do you have books? Do you have t-shirts? Do you have hats? Uh, do you have any type of projects? I don't care if they're music projects. That you got anything that you can sell, you know, to the public that'll help you. Because it'll grow your channel. It'll diversify your portfolio per se. It'll spread your message. I know people, and why is that necessary? Because that will spread your word of mouth message if you don't see it. If you're not on YouTube, if you don't hear it, if people start wearing a t-shirt that says something, that says a slogan or something, and people start talking about a book, that they saw, talking about a song that they heard, you know, you're monetizing, you're branding yourself. So let's see, that's how you spread out the brand. People are not going to like this sometimes, but it is what it is. You know, if you are on YouTube and you're giving guys good information, yes, you can offer YouTube use this platform to charge for consultations, because some of you guys need specific help, and some of you guys will pay for that help, and some of you ladies need specific help, and y'all willing to pay for that help. You see this all across all these platforms. Talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to this person. And as a content creator, that'll help you if you making original content, because you have more topics to talk about, to bring to the public, to interact with the public. That being said, can YouTube be your ticket out of poverty? Yes, you're going to have to interact with people. And when I say interact, you're going to have to let people come on, call, talk, get in the link. You drop the link per se, put it in the chat, they're going to come on. You're going to have to do that. If it's just about you all the time, people are going to check out. Even if you're giving a good message, people are going to check out, because if the information is centered around you and you alone, people aren't going to watch that much. Even if they like you, they're not going to watch that much, because they may be making content about real life situations that happen in life, but it's not going to hit or go viral like that, because what you got to do is make a topic that hits a bulk of people at one time. So what topics hit a bulk of people at one time? Trending topics. I can talk to you about depression, but that's going to only hit depressed people, and people who are going to admit they're depressed. Those are the people that's going to watch it. You get what I'm saying? I can talk to you about stocks in the market, but that's going to only hit those people who are interested with that. But I can also talk to you about what's going on, trending topic, like this verdict that just happened in Georgia. That's going to gain a whole lot more traction, because you got NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, BET. I'm rapping right now. It's all good. I got skills. But you get in that mode. For all you guys who are scared to make content, this is a way to do it. This is a simple way to do it. So when we have this issue, it ain't gonna be that serious, because I'm making this video or this podcast just as a reference, so y'all can go back to it if you pay attention. But if you don't want to pay attention, don't. But you can't say the manosphere didn't help you. So can you interact? King Tech, you tripping. Yeah. But there's another aspect. You can actually go out into the world, find a different topic. If you like cars, do a car vlog. But that's got to be outside the Black manosphere space, because the Black manosphere and the manosphere don't support cars like that. What's happening with it, Dante? If you want to do guns, you got to go outside of this space. If you want to do politics, you got to do politics inside and outside this space. Because this space, actually, specifically, when you're trying to grow, it's going to be centered around relationships. If you want to grow in this space, and this could be your ticket out of poverty in this space, you got to center all your content around relationships in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If all the red pill stuff is about relationships. All you guys want relationships, or you don't, or you want to not want relationships, but you want to talk about relationships. So you make that a relationship thing. So as long as you're willing to make relationship content every day, you can grow in this space. And as your channel grows, your viewership grows, your subscriber count grows, your reach grows, your revenue is going to grow. So can you get out of poverty? Yes. If you have a business, use the space to promote your business. You know, promote your business. There are guys in this space who don't get a lot of views all the time, but they have programs. They have, you know, they have products as far as self improvement, like helping you with tech, helping you get jobs. Guys help you in trucking and whatnot. You know, guess what? They're good at what they do. So yeah, they might not get uh, thousands or tens of thousands of views per video, but they got people who like, look, I'm gonna pay you this kind of money to show me what to do because this is what I'm interested in. So even if you're not making, you know, you can make hundreds of dollars a month doing YouTube content, but you can make thousands of dollars a month, you know, selling that good or service to other people. Because when these people start growing and getting businesses and whatnot, you know, they start spreading the word. Your boy got me, he didn't give me a job, he got me a career, he got me occupation, he got me certification, this, that, and the third, you know. So can it be your ticket out of poverty? Yeah. Now, are you willing to do that? That's up to you. But at this particular point, I'm not going to sit here and let y'all go, oh, you know what I'm saying? This space is about helping brothers. It is about helping brothers. But see, at the end of the day, you can't help people who don't want to help themselves. You can just pacify. So then you got guys who want to, you know, you want to get equipment. Get equipment. You know, some of you get a good camera if you want, you know, you know, get a good camera, get a good microphone, a decent camera, and post what you need to post. Now, another thing is to just do a lot of shock and awe. If you do a lot of shock and awe, it's going to get attention. Say what you want to, you know, but all the shock and all the drama, the beef, it's going to keep people rocking because whether you guys like to admit it or not, you know, y'all gravitate to drama just like chicks. So who said what to who and when and why? Man, it works. It works. You know, it's gonna be dumb. The reason why it backfires on most people because when you stop having all the drama, you got to make content. People don't want to hear what you got to say; they just want to hear your drama. You know, that's what that is. Say you want to do something different. Well, have you guys ever considered, you know, maybe if you guys are into all of this stuff like Marvel, like anime, like you know, like movies and TV shows, have you ever considered creating a review channel, reviewing everything in a manosphere type way, just everything that comes out, and you know, whether it be Marvel, whether it be DC, whether it be anime, whether it be a movie, whether it be a television series, episode one, episode two, episode three. You know, I used to do a sport. I used to do a boxing podcast. I did a boxing podcast for 5 years off of YouTube. It was on Apple. The highest we got in boxing, I think we were either the number we were the number three boxing podcast at a particular point on Apple. It was Cheap Seats Boxing Show, and we had been number three for like a year, some change, right? We actually stopped doing the boxing podcast a little bit after COVID hit because at the end of the day, they weren't making good matchups, and it was getting aggravating to see all these whack matchups. We don't like that, so it wasn't nothing to talk about really. So we didn't talk about it. What's up, JBA? But I know for a fact, if you want to get into to a good space, boxing is a great space. MMA, UFC, that's a good space. If you want to talk about some things, you know, talk about it. And here's a perk of that. The bigger you grow, the more you grow as a channel, If you got fights in your city, you can get free tickets, free backstage. You part of the press now. Been there, done that. You know, you can get and you can get involved with the younger fighters, you know, and catch them on the come up while everybody's chasing the guys that are quote unquote elite. So you follow the younger fighters, you know, if you smart enough, in a year, 2 year, you always follow them, they're gonna be champ and they're gonna be cool with you. Because you was looking out for them. You kept promoting them. You know. So that's a whole nother thing. Now, at the end of the day, um, to me, it's easier than people think. But sometimes you're gonna have to show your face. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? You know, you can also make money on YouTube appealing to people's childish ways. If I hit you with a bunch of, you know, sound effects and a bunch of, you know, and some music intros, that's it's professional work. Don't get it twisted. It's part of professionalism. But if I do it in a way that's entertaining to you, some of you don't even show up for the content. Y'all show up for the graphics or the intro or the outro or, you know, the sound effects. Y'all don't even pay attention. Y'all just want to hear the yeah. Like, I don't, not my thing. I don't get it, but it works. You know, go on any of these shows and pay attention. You see it works. You know, so can you make money? Yeah, but like I said, if you black, it's gonna be harder. Yes. If you see white people doing it, what up, Bucket? You know, if you see white people doing stuff, yes, they can show up and pour glue on a cat's back and get 1 million views. They're white. This is America. The internet in America is set up for them to be successful. You're not gonna be able to just pour glue on a cat's back and, oh, look at those views. They're gonna call it like animal cruelty services on you or something. So it doesn't work for you the same way. Now, there's other ways to do this. You can pander. You know, you want to grow your channel, you can pander. You can pander to women by telling them they're all good and nothing they ever did is wrong and they're queens. Yeah, you know, people are waiting for the next Derek Jackson to come on. They're waiting. They don't care that he got caught up. They're waiting. You can take that spot if you want to. You know, man, BGS, thank you. um, But you can pander to the guys by saying these chicks ain't nothing. You know, pander to the guys. You definitely grow your channel. Definitely grow your channel. Every day, like I said before, you chicks ain't nothing. No problem. You definitely grow your channel as long as you pander. You could politically pander. You could pander to the left every day. You could be, and as long as you pandering and you know you pander to the left, good job. You're gonna get views. And when you pander to the right, good job. You're gonna get views. As long as you saying what the Democratic or the Republican white people want you to say, your channel will grow and they will keep coming back to you as long as you say what they want you to say, predominantly about black people. You know, or you could social justice warrior pander, or you could, make America great again pander. It really doesn't matter. Just pander. You're gonna grow. You know, what's going on, Mrs. Muhammad, Samantha? So that's part of this whole thing. It's easier than you think, but it's harder than you think because what happens is if you put yourself in a box, you might not ever be able to get out of it. So when you go down the road, understand you might be stuck down that road for years to come. Yeah, you might want to do something different, but maybe, maybe not. Here's another way. Get a crew of people. Get a bunch of friends, a bunch of family members. You know, you got an apartment. You see how they be doing it on these shows on YouTube. Make you a little show. You know, make you a little show. If you make a show, you're good. You can make a show about anything. I remember what was it? About to say Blood and Money or something like that. I think I got it wrong. But they had like street show, like guys made hood type crime shows on YouTube. You know, that's how Issa Rae got where she is. You see Big Jai and all of them, you know, do that. Make a show. Enjoy, you know, have some fun, make some skits, do some comedy, make a show. That can make you money. The question is, are you willing to do these things? Because if you're not, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You know, real talk. Because a lot of times people want people to put them on. You know, when put me on your show, put me on your platform, and that's cool. But what's up, keep it techie? You know, but you want people to constantly put you on their show. You got to have something. You got to have a direction after that. After they keep putting you on the show, you got to find out. Like he says, you know, find your niche. Try different things. You'd be surprised, you know, how some things you think aren't going to work, and some things you think that are going to work don't work. And sometimes you use the things that don't work in one niche, and it works in another niche. So you got to be flexible. You got to be willing to try something different, try something new, try something fresh. Go out, make yourself uncomfortable. Go outside of your comfort zone. Do things that are a little bit different. We don't do as much anymore. You know, people used to do hip hop commentary, but I hate to say it, but you know, the music sucks. So it's really nothing to talk about. You know, we it's not they're not banging albums coming out anymore. I know people keep saying they banging albums, but they're really not because I hear them. It's the same dude saying the same thing, sounding the same. You know, when there is no distinguishing sound coming from people except for like 3 or 4 artists. Other than that, everybody sounds the same. They sound like Future or the Migos, pretty much. It is what it is. But if you black, you want to make money on YouTube, be a stereotype. Be a stereotype. If you're the negative black male stereotype, people are going to view you so they can have confirmation bias. See, that's how they act. Just know you can go. Know you can get a lot of views like that. You know what's happening, Lonzo? Like you can get a lot of views being a stereotype. Look at them. Look at them. Just put on a do rag, you know, and a wife beater. Walk, you know, walk like you trying to choke somebody, and just go out acting ignorant, and just do it online. People will watch you. Yeah, people will watch you. And see, look at them, honey. They'll watch that. It could be a complete utter facade, but it doesn't matter. As long as you do good at acting it, it's no problem. It's no problem. You know, if I don't care if you're a street dude, I don't care if you're an athlete, I don't care if you're a rapper, I really don't care what it is. You know, I don't care what it is. It's no problem. Hold up for a second. I'm trying to see what that is. So Are you willing to do that? You know, are you willing to do that? What's up, Tyrone? So another way might sound weird to y'all. Get into tech. You can get completely out of the black space by getting into tech. Marcus Brownlee ain't the only black person that knows stuff about tech, but hey, keep it techie. He'll tell you you got to get completely away from black people because we don't care about tech like that. We don't care about the newest softwares, the newest program. We don't care about that like that. And it's going to be harder to be a black person to go into those spaces because they would rather white people do it. They would rather white people do it or Asians do it because they are more the stereotype of tech. Personally, I give y'all some ideas that personally I think could work. Football season. Next year, somebody go on a football tour. Go from stadium to stadium, city to city, game to game. If you can't afford the game, just go tailgate. Whether it be, you see how the HBCUs are popping now? Do an HBCU tour. Do a college tour. Do a high school tour. Change the dynamics of your channel. I get that, Samantha, but just change the dynamics of your channel. You want to make a cooking channel? Make a cooking channel. Cooking channels work. Drinking channels work. If you make a channel about, alcoholic beverages, it works. I know a lot of you smokers want to make a smoking channel. You just do that into a smoking state. Do that, if you're in California, Nevada, where marijuana is legal, do a smoking channel because there's potheads everywhere. They ain't got nothing but time on their hands and they want to get high, so they want to know every nook and cranny about weed. Vices work. If you can get a channel speaking to people's vices like food, alcohol, and drugs, legalized drugs, not illegal drugs, it'd be all right. I feel you on that. Keep it techie. Like they not going. It sucks. I'm good, fam. I'm good, Tyrone. So that's another thing. All of us people who can cook, start making a cooking channel. The ladies have big cooking channels. Guys, you can have big cooking channels too. A lot of guys nowadays cook better than women. So, get you about 10, 15, 20, 30 dishes, spread it out a little bit. And cooking channels work. You can go back to cooking channels longer. Like when we make regular content, y'all ain't here for that. Y'all need something new and fresh every day. But with a cooking channel, you can always go back to it. People love cleaning channels. Most of y'all dirty anyways. So, you're going to need that. Put that pine salt and bleach together, but that's not my problem. Now, the other thing, you're going to have to be entertaining in this space. You can't just give game about life or women in this space and just grow. You got to be a personality. You got to be over the top. When somebody sees you as bland or blah, or you ain't cussing people out or cutting up, they're not really going to follow you like that. They're not really going to donate like that. You got to cuss people out to get them to donate. You got to, you got to really disrespect people to get people to just get intrigued. They like big personalities. This is part of the entertainment part, right? And O'Shea taught me that people like big personalities. So when you look at people and you're like, yeah, Are they like that for real? They're probably not like that for real, but they like that on YouTube because it's easier to connect with a personality. You actually want to meet these people in real life and you want them to be all on all the time. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I forgot this though. About the tech space, one of the worst things about the tech space is it's very expensive. That's another thing that needs to be talked about. You got to have people look at the tech space as an upper class space. So to grow, to connect with people, you're going to have middle class and lower class content that people can afford. Things that people can afford. People can't afford a $1,000, $3,000 camera lighting setup, but people can afford some Douce and a Sprite. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is. You can afford. Let me show you how to make a cheap meal that'll cost you $5 that'll last you 3 days. People can afford that. You know, ironically, because once again, we're talking about the spaces for improvement. You see, with all this health and fitness, that ain't gonna work. Health and fitness don't work for most people because you got to have a bodybuilder's body if you're a guy to get to be on health and fitness. You got to have some type of motivational story behind your health and fitness. You got to have a celebrity who endorses you when it comes to health and fitness. Even the people in health and fitness, they are big personality people who go outside of health and fitness. You know, so unless you really gonna be on camera with your shirt off every day, you're gonna have to have a story every day. And when I get to, and I'm gonna say this story thing, and people not gonna like it. Yes, you can make money on YouTube and get out of poverty as long as you have a sad story. It was a bad breakup, and I got my life together. Oh man, my dog got hit by a bus and I fell into a depression and I started a YouTube channel to cope with my pain. So all you dog lovers out there, this channel is for you. People need a sad story to hang on to. My dad was a cop and he broke his arm beating Rodney King and he had to retire and we couldn't take care of the family. So now all of a sudden, I'm making YouTube videos because Rodney King's skull was too hard. And white people could say that. You black, you can't say that. But this is the type of stuff that works. It just what's up, Tony? This is the type of stuff that works. So it's like, oh, okay. What you willing to do? Now you got to be willing to be socially awkward too. Personally, I can give you some game on this for real. Since everything is involved, it grows and evolves around relationships. Go in your city, and why don't you go out with your camera phone, or mic, whatever you want to see it, right? And start going out and start asking people when you're out, hey, would you get on my show? What's your show? I want to see, is anybody going to talk to you tonight? And why are people talking and why people aren't talking? Why don't you go out? Why don't you go out to the nearest sports bar, to the nearest lounge, camera in hand, like, listen, so fellas, which one of these ladies tonight would you talk to? Man, I would talk to her. I would talk. So why haven't you? I don't know. Okay, ladies, which one of these fellas would you love to talk to you? Because obviously everybody's socially awkward nowadays and they don't want to say that they want to talk to somebody or want to be or want to be approached by somebody. So you could be the icebreaker. You could be the YouTube icebreaker. Oh man, y'all should talk, y'all should hook up, blah, 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 blah.
This is what I do. I go out, because the guys on one side of the lounge, the ladies on another side of the lounge. You know, guys on hook over here, girls on hook over here. Why don't y'all, you know, buy some wings, have a wing challenge. Come down. I'm gonna order 50 wings, and I'm gonna get you and you to come here and answer some questions and get some wings. Speed dating with hot wings. Congratulations. Y'all should appreciate me. Thank me very much because this is a great idea. And it works actually. In real time, it actually works. Nachos and conversation. It actually works. Since all of this stuff is around things, people want attention, people want to be socially awkward, people go out, people want to be seen. You get the trifecta. There you go. Any other questions? Can you make money doing it? You absolutely can, because people are going to want to see what's going on in the dating scene when people are out together. Because all these complaints are online, so don't you want to see it live and live in color? You ain't got to be in these people's relationships. You just got to be at the meetup. So, people take these travel channels. Travel channels. You got to have money for a travel channel because you got to be able to travel. You can get out of tax breaks from your traveling by the end of the year, because if you're doing it, anytime you go somewhere and you're using your channel as a reference, that's a taxable expense. But what's your life outside of that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, oh, it's about to be cold blooded. Since all y'all think these thoughts are winning, well, why don't you go ahead and oh boy, people like calling me at ridiculous times. Um, since that's the case, why don't you do yourself a favor? Why don't you go do a strip club? Ladies, y'all could do the inner workings of a strip club. Guys, you can go one of the best strip clubs in the city. Atlanta, Houston, oh, New York, Miami, oh, they'll love it. Portland, oh, you'll love it. You can't talk to them, you can't be tricking off on them, but you could be there like, hey, man, L.A., these are the best spots. Come to this is such and such and such and such. Let everybody know where you at. Since you want to do that, now, can you make a living doing that? That's the question. Some of these strippers want to be seen, some of them don't. Some of them don't. That's a hit or miss, but it's going to always be there. The blue flame, you know. Mm, you ain't got to be the next Kevin Samuels. You could be something other than Kevin. You know, what's the problem? Like, how often do y'all do reaction videos on second date update? Do anybody in the chat know what second date update is? Press one in the chat if you know what second date update is. Because it's hella entertaining. Dang, no ones. Okay, whatever. Second date update is when radio stations, Young Jock has one in Atlanta. Appreciate it, man, Tony. White stations have one. You go out on a date. People go out on these dates and the dates ain't bad. And they call a radio station and they say, man, this date was messed up. You know, this date was really messed up. And it was going great. And then something happened. I want to know what happened. And they call a person that you went on a date with and they see if y'all can have a date. The fallouts are hilarious. They're hilarious. Like I said earlier with the reaction videos, do reaction videos on second date update. You have a ball with it. You have a ball with it. You know, cool, Tyrone, cool. Like it's gonna come a point where because people are looking for a secondary income. So fine, y'all want the space doesn't help brothers do this and help brothers do that. Yes, it does. Like I said before, y'all just don't listen. That's all it is. Y'all just don't listen. And then when you get mad when people go, oh man, why don't you do it? Like I said before, I don't want to do none of this stuff. I know what I do. I make content for the brothers in this space. So if that ever comes across a moment, they got some content for it. I make life content. That's what I do. I like doing that. I got a life outside of this. I ain't tripping. You know, I got up this morning. It's my birthday. Playboy, I took my son to play some basketball for a while. I need to sit down right now because my back is somewhere on the court by the free throw line. I don't know where I left it. I didn't see it on the way out. But, you know, I'm going to chill for the rest of the day, have Thanksgiving tomorrow. See, it's things I could do personally. Like I could change my joint to a cooking channel, no problem. You know, air fryer, cast iron skillet, jambalaya, gumbo, you know, melatonin. Y'all don't even know what melatonin is. You know what I'm saying? Stuffed chickens, I got you. Shrimp pasta. I did shrimp pasta once while I was doing a live a long time ago. It is what it is. You know. Oh, cast iron cooking, you gotta fit in. That ain't the Kevin Samuels formula travel, bro. That's just what people gravitated to. That's the thing. But that's not his formula. People gravitate to the relationship content. That's what it is about. You can make relationship content too. I said it earlier. Involve women in your channel. Have these pertinent conversations because you're seeing these things pop up all the time. What you think Fresh and Fit is? Relationship channel. Would you think all these channels where one person's on one side and one person's on another side, and men on the left and women on the right, or women on the left and men on it's relationship channel? What do you think? What was that? The one with the grapevine relationship channel, relationship channel, MTR relationship channel. It's reaction videos, but relationships. All this red pill stuff is relationships. That's all it is. You know, man, you can't get in. I don't know what you're talking about, BGS. You know what I'm saying? I, I got the shrimp fried rice on this thing. You know, I used to troll BGS with shrimp fried rice. He'd go live, I buy shrimp fried rice, and then come in the chat. And, you know, I was a trifling child, you know, but don't tell him nothing. But, you know, easy to make shrimp fried rice. A lot of this stuff brothers could do all day long. In-house workouts for all you guys who don't work out. It ain't that difficult. You know, for some of you guys who don't know how to fix things, for the ladies, man, I can tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need. And I should do, you know, all I need is a ladder and some D batteries. And I can here's a tutorial on how to stop that smoke detector from going off, ladies. I could get 1 million views on that video. Girl, it's a smoke detector video. How to get your smoke detector from going off. Whew, that's all I need to do? Yes. Here's a chair and some D batteries. You know, take the battery out, put this battery in, press this button, you know, and you're good to go, lady. Look at that. It only took 30 seconds. But your house been beeping for 4 years. You know, it's easy. It's easy. But guys, you know, we know what it's about. You know, you know what? Okay, so the Kenyan fam of the Travel Bro Pro channel. Is it bashing women for choosing bad relationships? That's the formula. I told you earlier, bro, you could pander. Pander. Just pander to the women that you feel like are being bashed. Your channel will grow exponentially. Just pander to them. Like, these guys are trash. These guys are garbage. These guys are no good. But you got to get on camera and you got to be handsome. You can't pander and be ugly. I'll tell you that now. You can't pander to women and be ugly. You got to be attractive to women. You could now you can have a record of beating women, you know, you can have a record of whipping women with barbed wire, but as long as you're handsome, it's gonna work. They'll get over that. But just say these guys are no good. I mean, bashing men grows every channel. There's a lot of women who got great channels. They get thousands upon thousands of people in their chat, as long as they talk about things that make sense to them. As a man, you can't talk about, bro, you can't talk about, uh, men can't talk about colorism. Men can't talk about, you know, the matriarchy and have 1,000 other men in the chat. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So you got to have other stuff. You got to have a few other tricks in your bag, Playboy. Matter of fact, let me get to one of the most interesting things you could do. Ironically, it seems that we forgot this. One of the dopest channels that grew that people wasn't paying attention to was actually a Black History channel. If you actually have a Black History perspective, you know, that lane that Tariq Nasheed left is still open for you to say, hey man, this is what Black people did this way, this way, this way, this way. But just do it in a child way. To this day, you know, people don't realize how impactful that book is by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the children's book about all the Black inventions. Excuse me. That book's still a top seller. So if you want to talk about Black history, especially ADOS or FBA, whatever you want to call it, it works. See, all the Hotep people, they talk about, you know, back in Africa, they don't talk about America like that. They don't. Black history kind of just skipped over. You know, we we Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King on our side too. You know, it is what it is. So that's a whole nother thing. And I appreciate that. Like I said earlier, another way to make money is, I guess, who is this? Javen Wesley. He put the disease on. I could just roast people like him in the chat for coming here thinking it was something that it wasn't, because he wants attention. It's a lot of people that just want to come and troll people and get talked about. I mean, I could just you could put up a thumbnail, start talking about something, and start talking about people. That's it. It's very easy. Does he have anything to say on his own channel? No. What is he doing with his life? Getting mad that I'm actually giving people some, you know, bro, don't even play stupid. I don't do passive aggressive. You put Z's up like you're sleeping. I don't do passive aggressive. In real life, you get passive aggressive with me, I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth out. I don't do bitch logic. You see how it got more entertaining now? See how easy that was? You act like a bitch, I'm gonna talk to you like a bitch, I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you came for, right? I'm just making the point. You happy now? It was about you for a minute. Appreciate it. So this is how things go. It ain't that difficult. So, you know, can you make money? Can YouTube be your ticket out of poverty? It can. It definitely can. But you're gonna have to do certain things. And if you're Black, you're gonna have to do certain things too. You know, do you want to break the mold? Go ahead. You know, go ahead. Try it. But it's a reason YouTube is no different for us as Black people than rap is. You're not gonna sell records unless you're a dope boy. There you go. You gotta fit the negative stereotype to give off a negative message to black people. You gotta do something. If you want to do something positive, try it. Give it a shot. If you do something positive, true be told, you're gonna have to attract older people. And with YouTube, that might be an interesting thing because if you attract older people who spend money, because our older people on the internet like that, no, they're usually in person. So you got to do ignorant stuff to attract younger people who are online because they like ignorant, stupid stuff. Just saying. So this is my little thing. This is my little, it's not a rant. It's just this is what's going down, in my opinion. So now we can get over the fact that they say, the manosphere ain't helping brothers and this, that, and the third. Well, that's a whole lot of game in 50-something minutes. That could say, hey, man, he gave me actual channel ideas if I wanted to do it. So if you do it, do it. If you don't, don't. But you can't say nobody told you anything. That's all I'm saying. So now I can get up out of here. Unless I take this back. Hold up. I'll put the link in the chat. You know what? How am I gonna put the link in the chat when I ain't even said copy the joint? There we go. So you can talk about whatever you want. You come on, whatever. It's whatever. I got time today. My feet hurt, my back hurt. I put it out there. You got anything to say? But don't come on here with no stupid shit though. I don't want to hear about your mamas and your nieces and nephews and your ant farm collection. You want to talk about some shit? We want to talk about some adult shit. That's what this gonna be. Because I ain't in the mood for the shenanigans. And that go for you too, JML, whatever. Travel bro, it's whatever. You can come on here and have a discussion about bashing. Don't bother me none. Don't bother me whatsoever. As long as you don't get passive aggressive with me, we good. Now I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna chill. Put the link in. Tell me what you want to talk about, because I just told you what it is. Now you can blame anybody else in the manosphere now. I got you. What's happening?
What's good, man? Can you hear me? Is my volume on?
I just realized. Hold up, fam. I realized I gotta set up my doggone headphones again. Hold up. Hold on, fam. Now I gotta get my doggone headphones together. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. Sorry about that. So what you got?
I was glad that you're dropping some serious game out here on L.A.R movement, and also always happy Earth Day. 42 years on the Earth, a blessing, like always.
I get it. Let's get to some real game.
Mhm.
Did I lie to something? Did I lie about anything I said as much as you heard?
No. And one thing that I pick up on, and I always say this to people that's going to do content on YouTube, is you got to do something different that the market doesn't see, if possible. Everybody's doing the same thing. And I'm not saying you can go that route and still be successful, but if you really want to set an impact, if you're a content creator, especially a black one, you're gonna do something totally unique, totally different. You get me? And it gave me some ideals on more of my other channels that I do have that I might start putting content that I put some different that the market has not seen yet, besides the Chaos Rain channel. So what you said is pretty much factual. But the biggest question they should ask themselves when doing this journey, L.A.R, is how much they're willing to get the headaches when they're not getting the results they get once they start this YouTube journey. Meaning, there's gonna be some days You might not want to feel like do content, and you might not get the views. Hell, you might even not get some subscribers the first 2 months. It possible.
Let me.
But at the end of the day, if you're consistent and you keep pushing forward,
Oh, you broke up. For all you cats out there, I give you some advice on this. I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
make videos.
Sorry.
I used
Let
to
me
make videos a week in advance. And when I made videos a week in advance, I did 4 videos a day. They premiered 7 days apart. So I did 28 videos, really 32. You get what I'm saying? And they would premiere. Now, the funny thing about that is you can see the interaction if you premiere your videos further in advance to what people want to see and what people don't want to see. And the other thing about it is I can tell you it's not a good idea to do that because though people say they want to see something, they'll forget. So you might as well just premiere the day of or a day before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's excellent. Excellent. So, like I said, that's the only question a person asks once they start their YouTube journey. You get me, L.A.R. But I would take the premieres do help. I'm not sure if people should do lengthy premieres or short premieres. What's your take on that? 'Cause a lot of people always ask about they're gonna do a premiere, how long it should be from your experience.
Uh, 8 minutes and up will get you more as far as revenue is concerned. Um, 30 minutes and up probably get you more interaction because people just want to listen to stuff. I think I say 30 minutes, say 15 and up. 15 minutes and up will get you more interaction. Shorter videos, people say they want them, but they really don't watch them like that. They like to be actually involved. I don't. People say that you got to look at people like they're the opposite of what they say they want. When people say they want something that they can watch and get done with, that's not true. They want something that they could kind of that's kind of like a 8 to 20 minute window that they'll actually watch because they'll keep coming back to it. So that's my MO on that. You got to content creators and people who view content say one thing and do another. Analytics don't lie.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing, I gotta jump down here. Another good tool people should get is TubeBuddy that just came around. It is very unique to break down the numbers much more in depth. You can pay for the service.
You Borgen.
Thanks,
You
and
Borgen.
we'll talk soon.
All
Good. TubeBuddy is good,
right.
but
I'm gonna have to let you go because you done borged completely out. Just hit me later. What's going on?
Hey, peace and blessings, nephew. Just want to wish you a happy birthday and everything.
Appreciate it.
You know, the thing I noticed about creating content and everything is just you gotta come up with a content that really sets your own singular personality. That's different from other folks. Like Slide talks about his watch a thing. You talk about everyday different stuff. Just gotta be sort of like different from the herd, so to speak. Like I remember
I
a
mean,
long time. I remember a long time ago. I saw a YouTube channel where they was doing like Negro parodies of like Dragon Ball Z for a minute, and based on like a black historical Nubian perspective. And it was pretty tight. And then they got
yeah,
another channel called Black Sands Entertainment where they put in the history of the ancient Nubian deities in comic
yeah.
book form and
I got
everything.
one of the comics. I got one of the comics. Like I bought their stuff based on them being on YouTube.
Yeah.
They had a book. They got a book. They get basically got an Anunnaki Nibiru book and a comic and then a comic strip. So I bought their stuff based on from their YouTube promotion.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, man. So I bought the graphic novels as well. Real tight.
So that's what I
And
meant
it's,
earlier about having a product.
yeah, because I remember I was on one panel in the chat, man. That's what I was doing here during the beef and everything. And I just made a joke. Said, well, my satellite dish is out, man, and I just got through watching Young and the Restless, so I need to listen to some more soap opera drama, so to speak. You know,
And say
I mean, it could be entertaining, man, but just as long as it doesn't get out of hand, to where it's just okay, it's the same dysfunctional thing. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. You know.
okay, I appreciate you. I'm gonna get up out of here for you. I'm gonna put it back in the chat or whatever. Because what you said about dysfunction, I'm gonna speak on that in a second. You know, because to be truthful about this space, dysfunction garners a lot of eyes.
And
That
that's the reason why China banned YouTube and Twitter and Facebook from their country, because they got sick and tired of the dysfunction disrupting up the society balance and order and all that.
so
You
I'm
know.
gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I'm holla at you.
All right. You be blessed, nephew.
You too. See, a lot of y'all don't want to admit this, but you know that dysfunction it garners a lot of attention. Dysfunction gets you a lot of attention, and a lot of y'all are dysfunctional and y'all like being dysfunctional, so it don't hurt. You know, if that's a problem, it is what it is. But it's gonna get you views. As a content creator, you're gonna get tired of it because you don't have to be on one every day. You're not gonna wake up on one every day. It's just not gonna happen. But you know, I'm finna say what some people didn't say or what I could have said. Since it's a lot about red pill and game, one of the things you could do is actually get a channel and get another woman on the channel or a panel of women on the channel and spit game at them and see if it works. You know, not these pickup lines. Just have the conversation and see if it works. Because a lot of people don't understand that it doesn't take all these pickup lines, it just takes a conversation. Have a conversation, and you have to do it live and do social cues and see when somebody it kind of gives you a yay or a nay, or that'll work or that didn't work. You know, kind of like when what is that wilding out, when the guys walk up on the girls and they use anything as a way to holler at them to get their attention, like a pickup line, they use anything. See if it works. You know, all of this stuff. You know, if I was on here with Dana, the real Dana, she cool people, and she wanted to do like a channel talking about sex, because since it's all about sex, real talk, I could personally make a PG sex channel that okay, as a man, this is what you do to get a woman to have an orgasm on a regular basis. That'll save you a whole lot of time and effort. Because if I do that, or if anybody does that, and they say you do this, you can say women are different, but there's some basic things that work most of the time. Basic things. And if you do those things, and there are basic things that work with certain body types all of the time, or most of the time, they work. And for all the guys who go, oh man, what you talking about? Very simple. It's very simple. There's things you can do in missionary. There's things you can do in doggy. There's things you can do, you know, from the side. You know, that you can put a pillow under a lady's back to arch her back. You know, where do you aim when you're penetrating a woman? How to take your time and slow down and not go super hard and ruin the moment. Because that'll get rid of all of this frustration. The ladies are talking that shenanigans like they're frustrated. The men are frustrated. And the reason is because, you know, you getting yours, but you're not getting the call back. She not getting hers, so she not calling you back. And then, hey, man, how is it, you know, certain tricks of the trade you could do. Don't, you know, if you're gonna look at porn all this time, won't you pick up what works and what doesn't? Pick up when the girl's not into it. Pick up when the guy know, oh, yep, I got her right now. Pick up those things. Put that into your daily life. But there's a downside to that stuff. Downside is if you do these things and you do these things right in the bedroom, some women you might not be able to get rid of. That's the downside. You try to break up with her, she might not allow that. You know, that's what drives her crazy. That's what has a, you know, that's part of what drives some of them crazy. That's the stabbing your tires and keying your car. It ain't just you dogged out. Sometimes it's you ain't sleeping with her no more. And now she going berserk. Not a big deal. But I left it at that. I think I've been here some hours, some change. Nobody coming up, so I can get up out of here and go eat some Oreos. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe, but die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. I might make some videos for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Peace.